Okay, guys, this is going to be a tutorial on how to use the motion capture function of Logger Pro. Um, I've got Logger Pro already. Some of you guys, well, most of you guys don't. So you're going to have to go to self-service. It looks like this thing here, or you can go to your Launchpad, find self-service. You're going to have to log in. So I'll log in real quick. All right, so this is Adobe Apps. You're gonna want, let's see, where's it gonna be over here? Applications. There you go. So go to the Applications tab, and you're gonna see Logger Pro. There's lots of stuff you can download. You don't need most of it. Just download what you need so you don't bog down your computer. So Logger Pro, click Install. You'll see a little bar across here, look like it's installing. When it's done, nothing's going to open up. So don't think that it didn't work. Just go back to your Launchpad. You can either find it or you can just type in Logger Pro and you'll see it. I'm going to open it. All right. So Logger Pro looks like this. What this does is it can capture data for us, and it'll also help us analyze data. Now, one of the really cool things that it does is it lets us put some markings on a video. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Go up to the very top and go to Insert. I don't know if it might get cut off on your screen, and if it does, I'm sorry. But go to Insert, and you're going to insert a movie. So I'm going to click on Movie. Now it's going to ask you to find the movie. Now I've got one on my desktop we're going to use. You will have one that was recorded in your class. I'm going to use this one called Sixth Constant. So we double click on that to open it up, and you're going to see the video right here on the screen. Now what's really important here when we start to use this video, we can see we've got play, pause, these buttons here actually. So here we'll let it play, stop, there we go. Okay, so these buttons down here will actually let me advance it forward one click at a time, or advance it backward one click at a time. So that's what those do. Now over here, this is the one that we want to use. This one with the little red dots on it. That's the really important one. So we click on that, and it's going to give me a whole bar of tools that I can use. So with yours, and so I'll do it on mine, we want to start recording this runner all the way back here at the beginning. So I've got a marker here on the screen. I've got a marker here. You guys will have similar stuff in your video. But we want to record when that runner first crosses. And all right, so I think that runner kind of crossed the line there at the very, what we're saying is the beginning. For you guys, it'll probably be like a cone or something like that. But look up here at the tools, and I've got, this one's really important. It's the red dot with 4 lines around it. So when I click, when I hold still, it says add point. So what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to tell the program where this person is at any given time. So I'm going to put a dot right in the middle of the head. Dot. You'll notice that it puts a dot and it moves it forward 1 screen. I'm going to go forward 5 clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to put another dot right in the middle of the head, same place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dot. I'm going to do this really quick. If you want to fast forward, you can do that. Okay, so you would do that all the way until the end. I'm not going to, just to save time, I'm not going to do the whole thing. Now, what I want to do right now is I've got a lot of stuff on my screen. You can see that like I've got my video and then there's like stuff behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Command and press R. Command R will rearrange things. Perfect. And it always does this. I want to drag that just a little bit. Okay, so this shows me two lines, and this is tracking the location. Now there's an X and a Y, and the reason that it has that is that the red dots are tracking how the runner moves from left to right, from side to side. So anybody that's done computer programming understands there are pixels in the X direction, side to side, and then there are pixels in the Y direction. So you'll notice that the Y is staying flat because he's not really going up and down. But he is going side to side, so you see that his location is getting farther and farther away from the start. I don't really care about Y, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the X and Y, and I'm just going to choose X. All right, so now it's just X. And there's one more thing I want to show you guys, one more tool. Now you will, on your video, it's not going to be in the gym like this, it'll be out on the field, but you'll be able to see some distances. So like we're on the football field, so you know how far things are. Right now, the program doesn't know how far this young man is running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ruler tool right here. See this little yellow thing? It looks like a little tiny ruler. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to draw from one thing to the other. And you'll be able to do this with the lines on the football field. And it asks me how far that is. I'm not really sure. Let's say that it's 15 meters. You'll know for sure on yours. It won't be 15 meters, but you'll be able to set it. So it'll say, okay. All right. Now I'm going to Command R. Ooh, actually, I'm going to do one more thing. One more thing. See this little tool between the dot and the ruler, this one right here? It says Set Origin. All that's going to do, I'm going to tell the program where he started. So I'm going to say, hey, this guy started right there. There was the beginning. And actually, maybe I'll even move it. There we go. So see how it lines up with that first dot now? So this is sort of like setting on my graph. It's setting where that middle point or that beginning, the 0 is. So I like that. All right. And we can set the origin anywhere, and we'll talk more about what that does and how that changes things. But we want to do that. We want to set the ruler. We want to set where the 0 point is going to be. Now I'm going to Command R again. All right. One last graph for me to add. Now notice down here in the left, you have your data points in table form. You will use these in algebra. So this is important, these data points in table form. All right, so I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go up to Insert at the very top, and now I'm going to insert insert just the very top one. Insert graph. If you can't see that, I'm sorry, but it's insert and then graph. And it's going to add a second graph. Now, it's kind of chosen at random what graph I want, so I'm going to change it in a second. But first, I'm going to Command R. Command R. There we go. And I'm going to change this Y velocity. And in this case, I'm going to change it to, can you guys see? Yeah, X velocity. So now I've got X and I've got X velocity. And we'll talk a little bit about zoom later because I don't like how much of this is zoomed, but that is pretty much what you're going to need to do for now when you get all of your dots put on. So I stopped early. You need to get all of your dots put on, get both of your graphs up, and then what we're going to do is you're going to go File, you're going to Save, and you're going to save this as constant speed, and just see how it's going to put it on my desktop? You do the same thing. Just put it on your desktop. If you can't see desktop, you can always click this drop-down arrow, and it'll give you expanded options so you can find exactly where you want to go. But I'm just going to save mine on my desktop, and then so now it's called constant speed up top. I can go ahead and close Logger Pro. To quit Logger Pro, you have to click on the Logger Pro word in the top left, and then choose Quit Logger Pro. All right, and that's it.